and said, oh, broccoli mixed with this is a good tincture for that. And all these people are heightened sensitive to nature. Amazon, that's the thing. There's 40,000 ways to heal you and kill you, and the poison cohabitates with the healing plant.
Right.
And they hear something. What's the ikaroses are the songs of plants that you hear. And so even the plant will teach you how to cook it the right way.
Yeah.
And so now we have herbalists, and we go that are specially trained to work with dry herbs that has no life in it, really. You need the... You'll love this. This is great. This is a Russian shaman. She was interviewed. She has a whole section of books, and she said that in the old days, and she does it now, is if someone came to her that was ill, you give them the seeds, and they put the seed of the plant in their mouth, and they keep it in their mouth for about 5 minutes. And then they take it out in the ground, they put the seeds, spit the seeds into the ground. It has that whole person's DNA. So the plant is grown for them.
That's great.
And so then they walk around with bare feet, and they spit into the soil, and it's left alone for 3 days until they actually water it. And it has your consciousness, your DNA through your saliva, so therefore it's your medicine.
And what sort of plant is that done with?
All.
Like a fern?
Even
or?
food.
Yeah.
She does her whole garden with her food, so her children have their vegetable garden, and she has her vegetable garden. And I mean, I thought that was the most stunning thing. I can't wait to try it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has your
awesome.
DNA. So, simplicity, nature is we're getting back to. But the thing is, spiritually, we're getting so complicated that it's hard for people to understand that there's anything simple.
It has gotten complicated, yeah. It doesn't have to be though.
And you know what's happened now is that we've become fragmented in dialogue. Here we are having a dialogue. But you know, like key words, you know, that we've used through our spiritual growth, like enlightenment and process. You know, just words.
It's mechanical.
No, yeah, I know, and people are like, not another technique.
Yeah, right.
Not another something I have to do. This is because why? Because even spiritually, we went to extreme. We went to the extreme to seek God. And now we're going to like try and come in what the Buddhists would say the middle path. Like coming into the middle way, because now, you know, I don't know any spiritual friend of mine. I mean, just about all of us are fragmented a little bit from our journey.
Well, very interesting indeed, because law of attraction, 90% attract nothing but emptiness. So is something wrong. The wrong is not the law of attraction. It is attracting exactly what you think. So we teach you here science, very important, quantum physics indeed. Conscious mind, thoughts and feelings, yes, make this world. Thoughts and feelings do not affect the universe at all. Nothing to do with it. You can think as much as you like, it does not disturb angelic realms at all. Nor your feelings. What does interfere with the great plan and the source and all other worlds is your unconscious mind. It is in the unconscious mind that is subatomic. It is powerful there. And so it is in the subatomic levels below the surface of the mind, conscious mind. Consciousness can hear itself thinking, but 70%, 80% of your mind is operating below your conscious mind. So it says, I want to create abundance so I can change the world. And then unconscious said, well, yeah, right. You cannot do that, you are not worth that. Is that unconscious element is what travels through this cold of awareness. Goes to the creation source. Source accommodates. Yes, we do not deserve it. What happens? Law of attraction. Nothing. So we have two laws here, Diwan. We have the law of creation and the law of attraction. So it is, if you state an intent, not intention, it is a play on the word but important. Intent is that I am that I am. I believe that I am it now in the moment. Intention is I'm still becoming it. I intend in the divinity of myself that I open my field in the co-created state to manifest whatever it is that you stated. And so it is the law of creation matching in the segue of the heart here. All creates here. Then it activates the law of attraction, which is magnetic in this world. Pulls the desired result to you. So, here is the work right here. It is you must keep mindful of that statement that you have made, the intent, and then watch the surface of the mind bubble up and forget, oh, that's right, I am good enough for that. You will see in divinity and light will shine down into the depths of the unconscious mind and bring up that undesirable thought to be acknowledged. No, this is not me. I stay within the divinity of my nature, and I am one with the co-created source, force, element that creates prosperity.
Kerry, we know that we're all one, and we know that how unity is important, especially now at this time. And we're heading for 2012, so it's just more important than ever. Our consciousness is rising, thank God. Where does individuality come to play, do you think? How important is it? Is it important? I mean, I think some of us have run amok with it.
Yeah.
But
in the greater whole, spiritually, in your life, and just individually, generally, right?
In general.
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, you have to be individual at a certain point. I mean, I have to have some kind of identity with myself. Mm-hmm. And so, again, it's how far do you take it?
Right.
So it's all about that. I mean, how far do you want to milk it? Mm-hmm. I mean, well, I'm individual because I'm spiritual and da-da-da-da, and it's this, and individuality comes with labels.
Yeah.
So I think it's not individuality, but the label that one would have to be concerned with.
Yeah.
And so it's like, putting that label upon yourself is not your individuality. It's not even your identity, really. So I think that would be probably more the answer to the question. You can be individual and be whole at the same time.
Do you think
because that's just an awareness of individual. Mm-hmm. You're aware of the individual, but you're not lost in the individual. It's a play on words.
Right.
It's just a play on words.
It is. Again, it comes back to that symbology of the word.
It always keeps coming back to the same thing.
Yeah.
It keeps coming back to awareness. I mean, Jesus, for instance, being a whole soul aware individual. One person, and we're 3,000 years later, still under the influence of Jesus.
Yeah.
But his message was still that we're all one.
One person, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, all these, it's like the Buddha and Jesus, all the techniques and the theories and the philosophies came after they left.
Right.
The Buddha never had all these techniques and rhythms and rituals. He sat under a tree. And nor did the Jesus. The Bible came after the fact because they're writing Jesus' story of his journeys.
And it's like later we sat down and said, maybe we should take a look at this.
If you look at both these men, the parallel message,
And I'm wondering if you think there is an importance to individuality, though. Maybe we can label it for now, real individuality as opposed to self-centeredness or You know what I mean? Is
Yeah.
there an importance?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think so, as long as, again, you don't get addicted to the individual
run amok.
idea. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Because, you know, in Buddhist premise, they believe that there is no individuality at all, even at a soul level, which is actually true,
Yeah,
because
so,
you get absorbed into the absolute.
So I guess if you're choosing that individuality based on soul reality,
Right,
right?
then it's healthy.
You're staying in touch with who you really are
Absolutely.
and just shining.
Because
you know?
you can't just be a spiritual blob.
Yeah.
You know
Of
what I
course
mean?
not.